to my channel. My name is Laura. Today's day 6 and of Junk Journal July, and I figured with the prompt today, it's layers upon layers. I figured I'd use some matte medium to do my pages. So we are going to use acrylic mediums, which is black gesso, which I just purchased. So I have not used this black gesso yet. So we're going to try it out and do page 6. So let's move on to page 6, which is here. And I'm going to put a black layer of black gesso and then let it dry, and then I will come back later and do more and add more layers. So let's try this out. I haven't opened this bottle yet, so it's a brand new bottle. I just got it, I believe, at Michael's. And then at the Dollar Tree, I got these little trays. I don't even know if it's going to pour, so I'm going to shake it up and pour a little into this little tray here. I believe that it is not open yet because it's brand new. So I always have a hard time opening these things, but here we go. So they have little tabs here. I may have to use my tweezer to open it. I can't even pull it. And Mojo's up. This is how hard it is to film, because I have like 2 minutes. Oh, it's getting black gesso all over myself. I already got it on my hand. Oh. Okay. Sorry for the barking. All right. So I got this black gesso. I'm going to pour some in here and use some of that. And I have this foamy type brush that I'm going to apply it. Oh, wow, it is dark. So I'm just doing it directly on the page. And then I will, after I get the page done, I will just let this dry and come back and add more layers to it. So that's my goal for today. I figured I'd do a little at a time. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even have a color scheme ready. So, yeah. So I will be back. I just want to get the page prepped. And I should have put something in between, because I'm going to use this, because I don't want the other pages to be black. So I'm just using the dollar store cutting board that I just pulled from the side of my desk to protect the pages underneath, because I don't want to have black on every page. So once this is all colored in, I'm working on the bottom now. I'll let this dry and come back and put another coat of something on top. So it says layers by layers, and that was my goal to do today. I just checked. I was like, oh, okay, we'll do painting today, and let that dry. So here we go. This is my first layer, and we will come back later and let this dry. I have to do some errands, and we will add more when we come back. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so I am back and I am doing step 2, which is going to be this. I got this from some kind of garbage mail thing. And I'm going to use white gesso, which is this here, acrylic gesso. Now my gesso is very old, so it's very, very thick. So I'm gonna try to use it and see what happens. And I'm going to make marks with this. So yeah, I'm just going to use this pad thing that I have. I don't even know what it's called, but I'm gonna grab some white gesso. See how thick it is? So I am going to just smudge it onto here the best I can, and I'm just gonna do some, not the whole page, but just a little bit to make some marks. So this will be my second layer. So let's attempt this and try not to get it on my other page. So here we go. So hopefully it will make some dots. Yeah, that's okay. All right, so I may need more. You know what? Let's just use whatever's on here and stamp it again. We'll do it up here. Use that gesso up so it makes a mark. And I don't want to get my other page with gesso, so I'm going to do it right here. And I'm going to leave that spot empty. Okay, so the next step is to add some color. I did buy these pourable acrylic paints. This is amethyst. I have amethyst, I have this light purple, I have the blue and the blue, but I think I'm going to use the purple. And I just bought these stencils from Recollections from, where'd I get this? Michael's. So I haven't opened this yet, so I want to use this and make a border around the page. I'm hoping that this will be good. All right, so I have this stencil that looks like grass. I have this one has like cloud things, and this as well. I think I'm going to use the cloud one and just make a border around the page. So let's get some paint. I don't have any paper plates. I ran out, so I'm going to use the dollar store little plate thing, and I'm going to use this dark purple and see what happens when I do this. So I'm going to put some dark purple in here. Okay, and then I'm going to use the stencil, and I am going to put the stencil on the corner and put this on the page to just wax paper to guide it so it doesn't go on my other page. And I'm going to do like a bubble thing, and let's use this. Should I use this? Let's use a paintbrush. I'm going to use a regular paintbrush. What kind of paintbrush is this? This is... It doesn't have a number or anything on it. I'm just using a regular paintbrush. I think I should use a bigger one because I'm going to do a big area. And this is a half. Sometimes I don't wash my brushes and they get destroyed. But let's try to use this one. Alright, so I'm just going to paint around. I'm hoping that it shows up on the black. I'm not sure. Of course, I'm going to get it on my other page. Yeah, I don't even know if it's showing up on the black or not. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite liking it, but let's do this side. And yes, I should have covered the other pages. Oh, you can see a little purple. All right, so let's do the down here on the corner. Getting it on the other page. Right, you can see a little bit of purple. A little bit of purple. I don't know. Should I do in the middle? I'm just going to do a wavy thing in the middle. Just trying to use up the paint that I have here. It always goes through an ugly stage first, so we'll see. All right, so at least it brought some color in there. I'm just brushing it out so I don't have like a blob in one area. All right, so that is that. Okay, so my next step is to add some fodder to this. And what I mean is I already have some fodder that I made, papers that I made before. So I have a whole bunch of purples. So I have this purple one that I made. I made this purple one in the past. And I made this one. And I already used some of it out of here. And then I have this purple one. And the reason I'm going with purple is because I have a photo of myself that I took in maybe 2 days ago in July. And this is a sticker that I printed on my new printer. And I wanted to put myself here somehow. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with this page. Now, I really like these dots. And I really like the heart. So I think I'm going to cut a heart out of here. And somehow, like I fold it. How Lindsay taught us how to do it. You fold it, right? And you just cut it out freehand around like we did in kindergarten. So you're going to cut around and just come down. And I'm going to have a heart when it comes out. So here is my heart. So that is pretty neat. So I'm going to use that on the page somehow. And I think I'm going to use some of this because it is purple as well. Maybe I'll make another heart. And as I said, you fold it a little bit. And then you just cut out a heart. Freehand, and they all come out differently, but you're doing the same exact shape. And here we go. Here's a bigger heart. So, and then I wanted to put my picture here. So yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Should I make a bigger heart? A little heart? No, I think let's make a little heart for up here in the corner. Let's use, I wanted to stay within the purples. So let's make a smaller heart out of this one. All right, so I'm gonna make a smaller one. Again, it's just freehand, but I'm making a smaller heart. There you go. And that's purple up there. And and I wanted to write on that, and yeah, so let's glue this down. No, I'm trying to think of what type of glue am I gluing this down with. I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. I don't like, people use matte medium, and I just don't feel like it sticks very well. So I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac, and hopefully this will stick. And I've seen a lot of people transfer the Fabri-Tac into another bottle. I don't see the use and why you would do that. It seems like a lot of work to me. So I just use the regular Fabri-Tac that comes in the bottle. Yeah, I don't know why people do that. They change it out. All right, so we're gonna put this down. And this one will go here. I'm holding it down so it dries a little bit, so it stays in place. And then this one will go there. See, it's popping up a little. You just gotta wait for it to dry. Okay, so let's do this one. And luckily my dog is sleeping, so I'm able to do this right now. Yeah, so we're gonna get that down. And then I want to glue this photo down here. So let's do that. This is a sticker from Life Print. I have a new printer, and I did a half. So this is a half one, and it is a sticker. So it comes off like that. And then I want to stick this here. All right, so that's that. And now I want to use my Posca pens to journal in the hearts. So let's grab a black Posca, I think black. All right, where is my black Posca? So here's my black Posca pen, and I'm going to journal in here. I can and I will. Can and I will. And I want to outline it. All right, so that's pretty cool. What else do I want to put on this page? I think I want to put some, let me get some purple. Should I do a purple? I have a purple Posca, I believe. What do I have? Yes, I have a purple Posca. Here is my purple Posca. Hopefully it works. And I want to put little hearts. All right, so that's that. And on this one, I'm gonna do some lines. And on this one, let's put circles. All right. And I think that is going to be, I'm gonna think, and I'll be back for the next layer. Okay, so I wanted to put some ribbon on the page. Yes, I have a whole bunch of ribbons. So here is how I store them, and this is my purple bin. Yes, I have a lot of different ones in here. So let's try to see what will look good on here. So I pulled out this one that looks nice, adding a little bit of gold to the page. And we're just going to do that there. And then I figured I would put another piece on the top. So we will go up here like that. And I am going to use Fabri-Tac to glue it down. So that will be really good. So we'll glue this down here. And so we'll glue that to here. So that will look nice there. And then we'll put this on the top. I'm still working on this thing. And the next layer is I have this punch that I got from the thrift store, and I wanted to use it somehow. And I figured I would punch some of this with my fodder. Yeah, so I'll have some pink hearts. So I'm going to punch that out here. So I'll have nice pink hearts here. And I wanted to make some kind of cluster thing on the bottom here or on this side. And here are my little hearts. And I want to make a bigger heart using this bigger thing. Again, I'm going to make a heart as the base. Not too big, but a little bit big. So let's see if this will work. Is that too big? I should have made it smaller. All right, so I'm going to try to make it smaller. I think I screwed it up. Yeah, it's not going to be a heart. Oh, it's a very thin heart. All right, so we'll do that. And then I want to layer these on top and glue them together like a cluster thing. So let's glue some of this down. Just going to use Fabri-Tac to glue them down. So I'm making like type of a cluster thing. And through, that's one. And this will be the second one. Down here. And do the third one. Sorry about that. I'm being a little clumsy here. Alright, so that's that. And now I want to put either a button. Oh, look, I have an M. M for mom. I have an M for mom. Do I want to even use it? An M for mom. Oh, or an E. I have an E there. E. Oh, look at that. All right, I don't know if I'm going to use this, but that's pretty neat. I have an E or an M. All right, so let's put that aside. I have this cluster thing I'm making over here for the bottom piece. I want to add a button or something to it. So let me grab something else. I'm going to do it on this side, I think. And let me add something else to it. So I got this thing from the Dollar Tree and I stuck all my buttons in here. I think I'm gonna pull out like some kind of button to put on there. So yeah, so I'm gonna look through this and pull out some kind of purple or white button. We'll see what I can find. Okay, so I found these two buttons. I thought that matched really nicely. So I'm going to use this purple one and this black one. And I'm going to use this thread. It's one to fill number 8, color 514, which is a purplish color. I have this from the Dollar Tree. This is what I'm going to punch the holes in this thing. And I have a foam board from Stampin' Up. This is what I use to punch the holes. And then I have a needle and some thread. And this thing, oh my God, is a lifesaver because I cannot see. So this is, I'm going to thread my needle. So my daughter didn't know how to do this. So you stick this little thing in here and then you put the thread in this part and then you pull it through. So yeah, and it threads it for you, which is awesome because I can't see. So I'm going to double thread this here. And when I was in quilting a long time ago, I learned how to quilt. I've been making needle knots, and the way I make the knot is I put the 2 threads like that on top of the needle and I hold it and then I twist it around 3 times. Did I get all 3? Hold on. Twist it around 3 times. One, oh, I keep on losing it. Sorry. Okay, so what I do is I take the needle, this needle that way, and I twist it around, hold this and twist it around 3 times, 2, 3, and then you pinch it and you pull it through. And when you pull it through, it makes a knot. So there is my knot. You see it? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this little heart thing that I made before. I already glued it. So I'm going to put holes in it using the puncher thing. I'm going to put this one button here and hold it, and then I'm just going to punch the hole through the heart and through the button. Okay, so it made a heart and I can't get it out, but there you go. Okay, so now I'm going to sew my needle and thread and sew my button on, which it made a hole there. Oops. And push my needle through. And try not to make a knot. All right, so I got that through, and now I'm going to sew out the next one and just go through the hole. You can use tape as well. And there it is. It's sewn on now. I'm going to do it again because I had such a hard time doing it. So let's just do it again. All right, so now it's anchored on there. And then I am going to tie a knot on the back. You can also just take tape, which I should have done in the first place. Put tape on here and close it off. So, but I'm going to just knot it and do it twice. And there you go. My first one is done. Okay. And just cut this excess off. And then I'm going to make a knot again. 3 times, pull it across, makes a knot. I'm going to cut this excess off. My phone is ringing. Okay, so now I did sewn on the 2 buttons, and I'm going to glue this onto the corner here, and I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. I taped it, the second one, I taped it instead of knotting it, so it should stay. And we're just going to glue this down with Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to put it on this corner here in like a little bit of an angle, and hold it tight so it adheres. And that's it. So now my page is done. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.